Good day, students. Welcome again to an exciting educational video today. This is Dr. Luisito Masanga at your service. Thank you very much to those students from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao who are faithfully and consistently watching my educational video. A warm round of applause to all of you. Mabuhay. For today, we are going to discuss product life cycle stage. There are two series for this tutorial video simply because I want to let students comprehend and I want to shorten the tutorial video time. The first part will be the introduction stage and growth stage. The second part will be maturity stage and decline stage. Our learning outcomes for today, students will be able to learn about the characteristic of the product once it is inside the introduction and growth stage. And secondly, students will be able to synthesize what kind of marketing strategy is needed once the product is inside the introduction stage and growth stage. As you can see here in the table, the x-axis talks about time and the y-axis talks about it could be profit or it could be sales. So we don't know exactly in what particular time, months, years, this product will remain in the introduction stage because you must understand the characteristic of the product once it is in the introduction stage or growth stage. But you can see here definitely that the line for the introduction stage is very flat, and you can see obviously that there is no profit or revenues that is coming in for this introduction stage when the product is inside this stage. To proceed, in the introduction stage, meaning to say the product completed its product development, wherein the product was really deliberated, was really thought of before proceeding to the introduction stage or bringing the product inside the market. So the product development is totally completed. In the introduction stage, what is really the main objective if the product is inside the introduction stage? To be more precise, since the market is normally not ready for product improvements or refinements at this stage, the marketer produces basic versions of the product. One of the characteristics is that your strategy when it comes to pricing should be cost plus in order for you to recover the cost incurred. In the distribution, it should be selective distribution. In the beginning, that help to focus efforts on the most important distributors. Advertising should aim at building product awareness among innovators and early adopters. To entice trial, heavy sales promotion is necessary. Following these product lifecycle strategies, for the first product lifecycle stage, the company and the new product are ready for the next stages. So definitely, your revenues is very, very small or considered low sales. No? It's a flat curve. Why? Because you are bombarded by so many expenses in your promotional strategies. You might have advertising. It's either print or broadcast. You will have direct marketing. You will have personal selling. You will have product public relation. You will have internet, interactive marketing. So there are a lot of expenses when it comes to promotion. Why? Because you want to inform your prospective customers and buyers that you that they should be, you have to communicate in order for them to have product awareness. You will have probably special events in your public relations. And then uh, your expense is really very high in terms of per capita of the customers. Actually, there's no profit at all. And your marketing objective should create product awareness, education, persuasion, and trial. That's your marketing objective. Your pricing is cost plus so that you can recover your cost. And there should be a selective distribution, meaning to say, in your selective distribution, there are marketing channels or intermediaries. If this is the manufacturer, you will have selective wholesaler and selective retailer. And this is your customer. Your advertising should be focused on product awareness, no? Particularly for the early adopters or innovators. Profits really in the introduction stage are negative or low simply because there is low revenues on one hand and high distribution and promotional expenses on the other hand. Those are the reasons why you are really having a negative or low sales. Obviously, much money is needed to attract distributors and build their stocks. Also, promotion spending is quite high to inform consumers of the new product and let them try it. That is the characteristic and strategy once the product is inside the introduction stage. Here, in the growth stage, this is the stage in which the product sales start climbing quickly. The reason is that early adopters will continue to buy, and later buyers will start following their lead. In particular, if they hear positive word of mouth. This rise in revenues also attracts more competitors that enter the market since this will introduce new product features. Competition is fierce and market will expand. As a consequence of the increase in competitors, there is an increase in the number of distribution outlets and sales are augmented due to the fact that resellers build inventories. Since promotion costs are now spread over a larger volume and because of the decrease in unit manufacturing costs, there is now the economies of scale. Profit increases during the growth stage, meaning to say, in the economies of scale, as you increase the volume of your production, your average unit cost tends to decrease. Thus, the main objective in the growth stage is to maximize the market share. That is the market strategy. Several product lifecycle strategies for the growth stage can be used to sustain rapid market growth as long as possible. Okay? So you can see here that your sales is, increasing. Your cost is decreasing because of the economies of scale. You can really feel your rising profits. The marketing objective is to really maximize the market share because there are a lot of competitors. So you must really understand. Your product, offer product extension, service, warranty, mostly in the augmented side of the product. No? And then the price is to really penetrate the market. That is your strategy. Distribution, there is already a build-up of intensive distribution. Advertising is still the same. Create brand awareness, product awareness, and interest in the mass market. So this is the characteristic and strategy once the product is inside the growth stage. Really, when it comes to profit, y-axis, and time, the x-axis, you can see your graph that you are getting revenues and you are now feeling the profit. And now our reference for this tutorial is ClaySense, downloaded from this URL address. Thank you very much. That ends our tutorial video. Thank you very much for watching, for listening, and subscribing and sharing the channel. Till next time, students, I'll see you on my part 2 series for the maturity and decline stage. Always keep safe, everyone.